It's time for some market statistics, my friends. Courtney here with the Atkinson team, serving beautiful southern Alberta, Calgary, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and all parts in between. And I wanted to bring you up to speed on what's been happening here in southern Alberta over this entire year to date. All right, so I'm going to start with Medicine Hat. Our average price there is up 7% year to date. The average price there is $327,000. Now you're going to find that the year-to-date sales are down a little bit, down 11%. Year-to-date new listings also down about 11%. The inventory there also down about 12%. Here's the thing that you're going to find. Months of supply down 15%. So there's only 2 months of supply on the market. Now what you're going to find, due to the interest rates being a little bit high and that short amount of inventory, that short amount of supply, we're likely going to see prices either stabilize or even creep up for the remaining part of the year. I know that seems crazy given the news that you're hearing, but that's just the truth of supply and demand. There's not very much supply out there and still lots of activity happening and not a ton of new listings coming on market. But let's go to Lethbridge for something different. The average house price there, year to date, up 8%, $342,000. Year-to-date sales down 25%. Isn't that staggering? Year-to-date new listings down 3%. New inventory up 9%. And the months of supply up 46% to almost 3 months. Now here's a much different story for Lethbridge and what that means. If we've got a lot more supply on the market and more inventory piling up, that tells us that there's not as much buying happening. As you've seen by the year-to-date sales being down 25%, we're likely going to see some softening of Lethbridge prices more so than we will in Medicine Hat through the rest of 2022. We won't know how much until we're through Q4 of the year, and I'll report more back on that later. In Calgary, the average house price is up 12% this year, $540,000 on the button. Year-to-date sales only down 3%. Year-to-date new listings only down 4%, but inventory down 20% year over year. Months of supply down 18% to 2 months. Now, what that means for Calgary is that we're not having enough supply in the marketplace for all the people that are looking. Year-to-date sales are only down 3% over last year, and inventory is lighter than it needs to be. We'll see a stabilization and maybe even some appreciation there yet throughout the rest of the year. Now, I know that this can be a little bit hard to understand. I hope that that's been clear for you and paints a picture of what you might expect through the remaining part of this year for Calgary, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and the surrounding areas. But if you have specific questions about your situation, whether you're thinking about selling or buying, and you're not sure about how to time it or when to do it, the best thing to do is just reach out. Let us answer some questions for you. No pressure, no obligation. We'd love to engage with you and just give you a roadmap for success, whether that means not doing something or doing something 5 years from now. We would just appreciate the opportunity to give you good advice based on these statistics, based on our market knowledge of selling, probably 800 properties this year and over 3,000 in the history of our company. It would be great just to sit down and help you make a plan. Reach out, and in the meantime, take good care.